What's up, everybody? You know how we do. Waiting on everybody to get in here, you know what I'm saying? Got my wine tonight. Got my wine tonight. What's down with y'all? What's up, everybody? Waiting on everybody to get in. You know how we do. Episode 5, you heard me? I took a break, went down to Mardi Gras, lived it up for a little bit. Now I'm back. Episode 5, you heard me? Episode 5, we talking about interracial adoptions. Y'all with that? Y'all not with that? How you feel about it? Should it be done? Episode 5, Snoop be knowing. Welcome everybody to the show. See everybody coming in. Camille, Sassy, Baby Girl. What's up, everybody? I'm up on Instagram Live tonight. I'm up on YouTube Live tonight. And I'm waiting on Facebook. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. It ain't coming up. Let me see what I could get Facebook up right quick, y'all. What's up, everybody? Episode 5 tonight, Snoop be knowing. Pistol in the building, Houston Kid in the building. What's up, everybody? Episode 5. Facebook Live look like it ain't working tonight. I don't know what's going on, but I'm on YouTube Live, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube page at Snoop be knowing on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the page. We finally live on YouTube. I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in here before we kick it off. You know how we do. I'm sipping on my wine tonight. I'm on my sexy shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? Interracial adoptions. How y'all feel about it? I'm really just talking about white families adopting black babies. How y'all feel about that? Y'all with that? Y'all don't like it? Y'all love it? Whatever, get the job done. How y'all feel about it? Waiting for everybody to get in here, man. What's up? I got one person on YouTube Live. I see you. What's up? Roscato. I don't know what Roscato is, but this some what am I drinking tonight? Oh, this a Merlot. This Josh. I don't know if y'all ever had the Josh brand, but this the Josh brand wine, Merlot. It get you where you need to get got. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody, where y'all at? 8 o'clock. I done told y'all turn y'all notifications on, man. Good dude. That dude, Crawford, what's up? I see you. Straight Jig, I see you in the building. What's up? What's up? I'm going to wait for a few more of y'all, then we're going to get it going, man. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. I'm trying to go live on there, but it's not coming up for whatever reason. So if you follow me on Facebook, head over to Instagram or YouTube so you can watch the show tonight. Jazz Forever just joined. What's up? Interracial adoptions. How y'all feel about it? I'm going to let y'all know how I feel about it, but I want to know what y'all think, how y'all feel about it. Y'all with it? Y'all against it? Y'all like it? Y'all love it? Y'all don't like it? Let me know how you feel about it. Tonight episode sponsored by Black Capo. Let me show y'all what I got. Check it out. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if the glare. Let me take it out. Let me take it out the plastic so I can show y'all. Show y'all what I got. I don't want to mess it up. Sent that in the mail to me. If y'all down with art, AI art, make sure y'all follow him. Check it out. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see that? That bitch fire. AI art. Y'all get at him. He put it on the canvas for you. You know what I'm saying? Black owned. All right, but let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. What we came here tonight for. Interracial adoptions. Mainly white families adopting black babies. Whether it be foreign babies, like African or, something like that. Or if it's homegrown in the U.S. Niggas say I don't waste no time. Y'all want me to wait a little while longer? Okay, I'm gonna wait a little while longer for a few more people to get in the room. They say I'm too quick on the stick. Pause. But tonight episode sponsored by Black Capo, AI artist. Fire, right? Y'all follow him. It's BLK. Look, he just joined the group. BLKCAPO.ai. Black Capo. AI art. He'll put it on the canvas for you. Whatever you want. Let him know what you want. He'll put it out on the canvas. Send it to you. Hang it up on your wall. I'm gonna put this up in the on behind me in a little while. Probably for the next episode. Oh shit. All right, listen. Niggas say I don't waste no time, but like we got an hour, so we got to keep this rolling, keep this going. Interracial relationships, white couples adopting black babies. Me, I am 100% firm against it. I don't like the shit. I hate seeing the shit, and it ain't on no. First of all, don't call me racist. I'm a black man. I can't be racist. No such thing. But I hate seeing it. I don't understand it. Somebody got to make the shit make sense to me. Why, of all the children, do all of these white women or white families, white men, because it's in a, you could have two white women that's in a lesbian relationship. They decide to go adopt a black child. Or you have two gay men that's in a gay relationship and they decide to go adopt a black child. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. I hate looking at it. At the end of the day, you got to mind your business because it ain't you, but I don't fucking like it. And I'm going to tell you, I want to see what y'all got to say. Do y'all like it? How y'all feel about it? Chat fire off. I want to see what y'all say about white couples, white families, white men, white women adopting black babies. Jazz Forever said, how can they raise our children when we've been raising theirs for 400 plus years? That dude Crawford said it don't make sense. We gotta understand this. In my mind, it's some type of sick fetish. It's nothing that would compel me to go adopt a white child. The whole point of having children adopting children is because you can't have none of your own, or children need homes. I understand that. If you can't have a child of your own, then when you go adopt, you're going to adopt a child that looks like your own. Why on earth would you go adopt a child of the complete opposite race of you? I just don't understand it. It's a fetish in my mind. It's something sick, it's something twisted that it don't make sense. And it's arrogant as fuck. If you're a white person, you can't be tone deaf in America. You have to know the history of black people and white people. If you know the history of black people and white people in America specifically, nothing should come over you and tell you, I want to raise a black child. Just knowing that stigma that's in the community already. Yeah, I'm on that wine tonight, Black Capo. Jazz says another form of slavery. Black Capo says white guilt. Jazz Forever, they have a savior complex. So I posted a couple videos on Instagram. I don't know if y'all saw them or not. One was of a black girl. She grown now and she was raised by a white family. She was adopted by a white family. And her take on it was she didn't appreciate people always worrying about dating your own race, adopting your own race. But in the same breath, she turned around and said it's very traumatic and she had plenty of identity crisis growing up, being that she was raised by a white family and just being that she was adopted in general. So in my mind, she messed up in the head all around. She want to be for it because it was what she went through, but she also recognized that it's detrimental and traumatic to a child. Adoption already could be traumatic once you realize and find out that you adopted and you don't know your real parents and why they put you up. So all that already play on you and you trying to figure out why you was put up for adoption. Then on top of that, you put the fact that you black and you growing up with this white family. That's adding confusion on top of confusion. On top of that confusion, who's going to explain to this black child the ways of the world? Who's going to have these tough conversations with a black child? In this white family, who's going to have the tough conversations with this child that only a black family have with their children? Because they don't understand what it means to be black in America. So I don't understand how a white family could adopt a black child. You have no idea what it's like to be black in America. Houston kids say if it's about finding the kid a home, they should use the resources to get a child a black family that want to be adopted. C.I. Gardner said, I just watched a documentary where 2 white ladies adopted a bunch of black babies and drove them off of a bridge. Sick. That dude Crawford said something is sickening about 2 homosexual white men adopting a black girl. I saw this today. Jazz Forever said they don't care what it's like. And that's my whole problem. I just feel as though, listen, and I wish I had some white folks in here right now so I could talk directly to white people, because it's no disrespect, it's no racism, it's no, and I mean it with all respect. White folks, white people, I mean this with the utmost respect. And it's something y'all need to know when dealing with black people. And this, y'all need to know this just on everyday walk of life. Black people, we don't trust y'all white people. You may be good people. We may smile with you. We may hold conversation with you. We may, we cordial. We get along. But we don't trust you. And it's not because of nothing you specifically did. It's that we have 400 plus years of data and research and evidence on how and why you can't be 100% trusted. And I feel like we shouldn't be faulted for that. I feel like you can't be upset with black people if they don't 100% trust a white person, a white man, a white woman, whatever the case is. We can get along well. We can work together. We could go out, have drinks and everything together. But at the end of the day, if you ask me, am I willing to put my head on the line, or do I trust this white man or woman? I don't trust you. And that's the problem with America, period. This whole thing has been over our head for 400 plus years. And we've never had anything that's shown us that we could just 100% put our trust in y'all. So then you go and adopt our babies? We don't trust y'all, yet alone you going to adopt our children and raising them? It don't sit right with me. I don't think it's right. I understand that kids need homes. I understand that what happens in foster homes. But I feel like as a Caucasian American, you have to be conscious of what this country is and what black people have gone through already. I think it's selfish as fuck. You're not thinking about the child. You only think about what you want. Because the child going to have a hell of a life growing up. Yeah, you might have a nice home. You might put them in the best schools, best clothing. But mentally, you're not going to be able to give this black child, what he or she needs. And I think that's arrogant as fuck. And I think that's selfish as fuck. But then again, that's why we don't completely trust y'all. We could get along with y'all, but we just can't trust y'all. See, I gotta say they won't even learn how to comb their hair. It's so many things that go along with being black that, unfortunately, we deal with and nobody else don't understand. Just our skin. You know how many black children born with eczema or just different skin disorders and things that they don't even understand. Simply just lotion. Hydrating our skin, taking care of our skin. That's a major thing in the black community. Houston kids say white folks gonna have our kids using Queen Helen cocoa butter thing and it actually work. It's so many things that we like to just brush off and say, oh, it's just skin color. It's just skin color. It's not just skin color. Black and white is not just skin color. It's different. It's a totally different culture. Our hair, the products that we put in our hair. Look at my hair. My shit looking good too. It's laid down. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking good. But listen, the stuff that we use in our hair to lay our hair down, to hydrate our hair, to keep our hair protected, that's a cultural thing. That's something that's been passed down to us from generation to generation to generation from our grandmothers and grandfathers. They don't know that. They don't understand that. That's something they have to learn. That's not something we have to learn. That's something, it's an innate thing with us. Jazz Forever saying, get on the internet asking us how to take care of them. Right. So check this out. Snoopy knowing. I don't just get on here and be saying no shit. So I was having this conversation with one of my homegirls. She was saying the reason why white people adopt black babies more is because it's cheaper. They go to Africa. They go to these different countries in Africa, and it's cheaper for them to adopt black babies. So I had to do some research, and I looked into it, and that's not true. So check it out. It's not cheaper to adopt a baby that's out of the country versus in the country. The total cost of an international adoption could fall between $20,000 and $50,000. That's what the child welfare information said. The South African program required couples to spend at least 6 weeks abroad to complete the process. It could be a little less expensive, but they got to go over there for 6 weeks. So what I'm saying is, it's not cheaper. It's not more convenient. You going over to Africa for 6 weeks. You got to stay over there. You're going above and beyond just to adopt a black child. And my question is, why? It's not cheaper. Black couples say it's cheap and they think they're doing good. It's not cheaper. Neither domestic nor international adoption is necessarily more or less expensive than the other. It all depends on a particular situation. Domestically, one can expect to spend $20,000 to $20,000. Domestically, one can expect to spend $20,000. Excuse me, y'all, the wine kicking in. Domestically, one can expect to spend $20,000 and $35,000 internationally. It ain't cheaper. It ain't cheaper. It's a fetish. It's like going to the dog pound and you want this particular dog. Oh, I want a pit bull. Oh, I want a Shih Tzu. It's a child. This is not an animal. I don't like the shit. It's not cheaper. It's not cheaper to adopt a black child. It's not cheaper to go out the country to adopt a child. So what make them do it? See, our God has said they're not taking into account the best interests of the child. Correct. That dude Crawford said they do it because their peers are doing it, so they feel like they have to as well. I feel like it's a fad. I feel like it's a thing to do right now. I feel like it's cute. Remember when they had the girls, what's their name, Paris Hilton and them, walking around with the little puppies in their bag and shit? And then everybody started doing that shit? I feel like that's what it's like for them adopting black babies. Yeah, they love the dog. They love the little dog they carrying in the bag. But I don't think you did it for the right reasons. The simple fact that you adopted this child just because they black is a problem for me. You set out and seeked out a black child. Let me give y'all some more numbers on the shit, man, because it don't make no sense. So check it out. 40% of adopted children in the U.S. are of different race and culture than the parents. 40%. 73% of African American children domestically was adopted by Caucasian parents. 73% of African American children adopted by Caucasian parents. I'm not making these numbers up. I'm pulling them from the databases. 73% of black children adopted by white folks. Why? So y'all might say, okay, 73% getting adopted by white folks. That's probably because a lot of black kids are for adoption. No, that's not right either. The biggest group of adopted children are white. 37% of children adopted is white. 23% of children adopted is black. 15% Hispanic, 15% Asian. So they skipping over the white kids. They don't even want the white kids. And you know who the largest group of adoptees are? People who are adopting? It's white families. So you got the most kids the most kids up for adoption are white kids. the most people adopting are white people. They skipping over the white kids and going and taking the black kids. They only make up 23% of kids being adopted, but they make up 73. What the percentage was, y'all? What I said, I don't want to say nothing wrong. 73%. They only 23% of the pool, but 73% of them is getting adopted by white folks. Something ain't right about that shit. Something ain't normal about that. What make you pass up your own, what look like you? Jazz Forever says a conversation starter. That's, and my mind is, you already know the looks you gonna get. You already know the whispers you gonna get. You already know the questions you gonna get. You know the outrage you gonna get. So in my mind, you purposely doing this shit for attention. You seeking attention because you already know what come with it. There's no other reason for you to do it. You know what come with it. Where everybody at tonight? We ain't got too many people in the room tonight, but you know we still going at it. What the chat saying? Let me scroll up and see what the chat's saying. Chat, Black Cabo says it's the saviorism the white girl was talking about. That's from the video I posted on Instagram. Houston kids say keeping the natural oils in your hair, using washcloths. That's another thing. You raising, so there's so many cultural differences in a black household and a white household. There's so many things that we taught in a black household versus a white. And when I say, I'm saying black, but just a person of color, period. Black, Hispanic, Latino, whatever. Just a person of color is a totally different way of living in this country. It's a totally different thing that my mama and my daddy taught me when getting stopped by the police. How to behave, what to say, what not to say. They can't teach that to these children. So you setting them up to go into a world that's gonna, whether you raise them as white or you raise them as not seeing color, whatever the case is, they going into the world and they gonna be a black man or woman. And they have to navigate the world as a black man or woman, and you ain't setting them up for success with that. Because you can't as a white man or woman. Black Capo said it's a mix of guilt and fetish. I definitely believe that. The fetish, I definitely believe. It's like the movie, what was it? Get Out. The whole premise of the movie was they wanted our attributes. They was infatuated with the way we look, how we dress, how we carry ourselves. It's definitely a fetish. But I feel like in this country, we shouldn't even allow that. How do we know that this family is not a racist family? How do we know this family is not a, even if you're not racist, how do we know you don't have prejudiced ways, or you're a bigot, or just your philosophy or an opinion of black people as a whole not conducive of raising a black child? Yeah, you probably love this black child, but how do you feel about black people as a whole? This shit is it's not a Gucci bag. This shit ain't a Shih Tzu on your arm. You know what I'm saying? This is a child that you bringing into a confused situation, already being adopted, and you further confusing it with this mixed race. And then you further confuse it if you're a homosexual couple raising an adopted mixed race, opposite race child. When do you stop and say, God damn, it ain't about me, it's about the child? Why am I putting this added pressure and stress and trauma on this child? The whole point of having a child, when you have a child, you want them to live a better life than you. You want them to be better off than you. You want them to be better mentally than you. You want them to be less stressed and less traumatized than you was growing up. None of that true for a person who adopting the opposite child, a white person adopting a black child. None of that's true. It's selfish. It's a sick fetish, I believe. And they don't care. It's arrogance. It's the arrogance that we've learned as black people to expect from the opposite race. You so arrogant that you don't care what other people gonna think about it. You don't care how the child gonna have to be raised, and the things the child gonna have to go through as they growing up in school, in life. You don't care about none of that. You only care that you want a black child. Say Career said, I'm late. What's going on? Boom. So episode 5, we talking about interracial adoptions. Black babies being adopted by white parents. Are you against it? Are you with it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you not care? Does it not bother you? Me personally, it bothers me deeply as a black man. I don't like seeing it simply because I know what's all going to happen and what's coming with that. Yeah, in your household, that child probably is happy and want for nothing, and you treat them like the best thing on earth. But they got to go into the world. They got to go to school. They got to go into the job field. They got to learn that they're black. They're not white. Whether they grew up in your white household with white siblings, they have to learn they're not white. The world don't operate the same for them as it do for their mom and daddy in the house. Sisters and brothers, it don't operate the same for them. And you going to adopt them should already know the world don't operate the same for them, but you don't give a fuck because that's what you want. So it ain't about the child. It's all about y'all. In my mind, in my opinion, y'all only care about y'all. This wine hitting tonight, y'all. So people probably be like, well, black people don't go and adopt black babies. There are more white children available for adoption than black children. I just read off the numbers a little minute ago. I'm gonna read the numbers off again for y'all. Read the numbers again. White children, 37%. They make up 37% of adopted children. Black children make up 23%. So it's way more white babies, white children, white kids that's available for adoption than black kids. White people make up the largest demographic of people adopting. So it's more white people adopting, it's more white babies available for adoption. So explain to me how that number turned around, and it's 73% of African American babies being adopted by white families. It's only 23% of adoptees out there. There's only 23% of black babies, nigga babies available. There's only 23% of nigga babies available. And they being the most adopted by these white folks. Who's looking into this? What criteria do they have to meet to be able to do this? I need to know this shit. What do they need to know? What classes do they have to pass? Something got to be going on for them to allow this shit to keep happening. What's up? I see Shara in the building. I see Shining Star in the building. Better late than never, y'all. We talking about black babies being adopted by white parents. Y'all for that? Y'all against that? Y'all like it? Y'all hate it? Y'all love it? What y'all see? Black couples say them white folks be freaky too. Ain't no telling what they doing to our babies. That just go back to the whole trust thing I was saying. Just us as black people, we can't trust white people 100%. Some of y'all, probably good people, good folks. But we have too much of history in this country, too many examples, too many experiences, too much history for us to fully trust white people. So seeing y'all adopting our babies after owning us for 200 plus years, after oppressing us since then, something should click in y'all. That let me know that is a disconnect with these people who adopting these white babies. They don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, motherfuckers just don't give a fuck. Yeah, I know the history. Yeah, I know what we used to do to them. I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to go and adopt this black baby because it look cute, and that's what I want, and it's going to be something to talk about. Everywhere we go, it's going to be something to fucking talk about. It's like getting a fucking fresh pair of kicks. I step in the building, I already know niggas going to look at my shoes because them bitches fresh. They different. There's a woman with a bag. She already know when she step in the building, they going to look at her because she got a fresh, new, exotic, different bag. And I feel like that's what they doing with these black babies. If not, I need somebody to explain to me why you skipping over the majority of children available for adoption being white and go to the minority. We call it minority for a reason in this country. It's because we less than in this country. It's not enough. It's not more of us than y'all. So y'all skipping over all of the white babies to come to the black babies. I think it's sick. I think it's a sick fetish. I think it's an obsession, and I think it's a part of that God complex, that Savior complex. You want to save them. You want them in a better life when really it don't have nothing to do with you. What's up, everybody coming in? People still coming in. I see y'all. What's happening? We on episode 5 tonight. Interracial adoptions. Black families adopting black babies or children of color, should I say, really. How y'all feel about it? White families adopting anything other than white babies. How y'all feel about it? Let me know in the chat. Y'all like it? Y'all love it? Y'all don't like it? World of Shock. Greetings. What's up, baby? How you doing? Let's get in on this topic. You down with white folks adopting black babies? Let me read these numbers off to y'all again, because Snoop be knowing. I don't just be making this shit up. Parents who adopt internationally are 3 times more than likely to adopt a child of a different race or ethnic background. They 3 times. If you go and adopt a child out the country, you 3 times as likely to get a child that's a different race or ethnic background. And who's doing that the most? Who's adopting the most? Who's going out the country the most to adopt? White. So if you're white, 9 times out of 10, you going out the country, you going to adopt a child of a different race or ethnicity. Why? I need somebody to call in and tell me how y'all feel about it. Black Capo say what a call is that. Anybody want to call in and fire off and let me know how y'all feel about it. Everybody just sitting back watching. Nobody saying nothing. What's up tonight? It's too much history between the 2 races. It's too much history. Black people wouldn't feel like this if we saw an Asian family adopt a black child. We wouldn't feel this way if we saw a black family adopt an Indian child. We feel the way we feel about white people adopting black children because of the history in this country, because of everything we've gone through, everything we done went through in this country with white people. We can't understand why, after everything y'all did to us, why you want to now go adopt our children. Shining Star said the bigger question is, why is black people giving up their kids or having kids that they know they can't take care of? That's a legitimate question. But like I said, in the whole process of adoption, black children only make up 23% of adopted children. Only 23%. So it ain't a lot of us that's giving our children up for adoption. We only make up 23%. I'm not making this up. I'm reading you the numbers from the lifelong adoption website. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm trying to put it up on the screen for y'all. Y'all can't see that. But it's 23% black and 37% white, 15% Hispanic, 15% Asian. So we're not putting up our babies for adoption like that. But guess what? The ones that we do put up for adoption, we don't even get them because these white folks going to get them. Houston Kid says, a black race, we don't have the same economic standing as white people. It's easier for them to cause financially. It's easier for them because financially more of them have the ability to have a kid and just live fine. Yeah. But white kids available at a 30-something% rate. Why are they not taking the white kids? I need somebody to call in. Maybe somebody call in and tell me what you think. Why you think they after our babies? Why you think they think it's okay and cool and they making all these TikToks about it and videos about it, how much they love the children? And we get it. I don't doubt that you probably love the child. But the fact that you pick this child out simply because they black is a fucking problem for me. See, I gotta say, some people lose their kids or pass away. Right. Shining Star said black kids are more talented. Hey, I ain't gonna argue with you. I ain't gonna disagree with you. You know what I'm saying? I just think they so obsessed with us, and it shouldn't be allowed. I don't think they should be allowed. Knowing the history, we never know how these white people actually feel about us. You know, that's a problem with being black in America. We have good intentions towards white people. We could have a genuine friendship towards a white person, but in the back of our mind, we trying to figure out, is it genuine with them? How do they actually feel when they get home? What are they actually saying about us? What are they actually saying about me? It's the same way with employment. It's the same way at a restaurant. It's always that thought in the back of our mind. How does this person actually feel about me, or what do they actually think about me? Being black in America, that's what we have to deal with. That's the trauma that we have to deal with. And then you go and adopt a black child into a white family. They don't understand why we feel like that, because they're raised by white folks. But the white folks don't do their due diligence because they can't. You can't raise a black child to be black if you white. And that's just a simple fact about it. My whole thing is, what I've always said, just leave us alone. Leave us alone. That's all black people want in this country, is to be left alone. Leave us alone. Leave our babies alone. Leave us alone. Don't bother us. Don't try to help us. Just leave us alone. That's all we want. Here's the kid say, I rarely see white folks adopting non-black or white babies. Why are they not adopting Asian or Hispanic or Indian kids? Like the number C. Black kids are being adopted 73%. 73% of African American children adopted by Caucasian parents. Explain to me why. I wish I had a white person who could come and explain to me why you made the conscious decision to not adopt a child that looked like you or have your background. Sassy just joined the group, just joined the live. What's up, baby? We talking about interracial adoptions. You down with white families adopting black babies? Yeah, no, you don't care. Or why you not down with it? Let us know. Somebody call in, man. I'm begging y'all every week to jump on here with me. I need somebody to talk to and tell me what their thought process is on it. That dude Crawford said they don't have an answer, and they don't have an answer. I posted a couple TikToks on Instagram today of white people saying they can't post without people already jumping to conclusions. You already knew that. You already knew we was fucking jumping to conclusions when you went and started the process of adopting a black baby. You knew this. You signed up for this. Cut the bullshit. You signed up for that. Sassy said, fuck no, I ain't down with it. I just want white people to see. I wish they could get a poll of black Americans and see how we feel about y'all adopting black babies. I know they don't care because they already know. They know. They not fucking retarded. You know how the fuck we feel about y'all going to adopt black babies, and you still do it. You know how it's going to be for a black baby growing up with white parents. The shit they going to have to explain, the shit they going to have to fight through and understand about themselves. You know that shit. Y'all don't give a fuck. That's why I always rather you just call a spade a spade. If you don't give a fuck, say you don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it, and what? You can't stop me. I respect that more than they be putting on these shows and acting. Oh, it's love. I just fell in love with him, and I just loved her, and yeah, why? Why are you even in Africa looking at babies? That don't make no fucking sense. Why you not in Europe looking at babies? Why are you in Africa looking at babies? There's babies in Europe that need saving, that's growing up without parents, that's growing up in poverty. Why you ain't over there? It's fucking sick. Sassy said, I feel like they doing it for all the wrong reasons. I don't care. Facts. Jay Nash said they don't care about that. They be playing in our face. They definitely play in our face about it. And that's a problem I got with us, that we allow this shit to happen. Man, listen, man. These people have owned us. These people have sexually assaulted us. And I'm talking about for generations on generations. We not far past that shit. We only 2 or 3 generations past white folks fucking over us. Think about it. Your mama or daddy probably born in the 60s. When you think the civil rights movement was? In the 60s. That mean they mama and daddy was born in what? The 30s, the 40s? What was going on then? We not far removed from this shit. We not that far along for white people to think it's cool and cute and okay to be going to adopt our babies now. We only 2 generations removed from the shit. So that means this white woman, maybe you not racist. But is your daddy racist? Is your mama racist? Is your grandma racist? Y'all don't give a fuck though. Sassy said, I don't care for a black man to date a white woman, so you know I'm not going to like this idea. And that's another topic I'm going to get into on another episode, interracial relationships, period. It all falls along the same line. Now, they grown, at least in that situation, they grown, they make their own decisions. That's up to them. But with this child, I feel like you putting them at a disadvantage and confusing them and fucking them up mentally. And not even allowing them to enjoy being black. Because despite all the struggles and everything we went through and going through, I don't know a black person who don't fucking love being black. We love this shit. We love this shit. I love being black. I wouldn't pick another fucking thing to be on earth. I love this shit. They don't even get to have that same feeling because they don't know what it is to be black. They're not growing up black. Houston kids say white folks watch The Blind Side and say, oh, I want one. That's the vibe it give off. It's like a trendy thing to do right now. They seeing all these other people doing it and they won't go do it. Oh, I want to go find me one. And the sick thing about it is they can't even hide it. They like, oh, I love her skin. I love your skin. I love the hair. Yeah, motherfucker. Because you ain't got it. You ain't meant to have it. It's ours. What agency? I need to look into these adoption agencies and see what the fuck they have to go through to be able to adopt a child of a different race. Is it the same process as adopting a child of the same race? Or is it a different process to adopt a child of a different race? Because it should be a different process. They don't even know the culture. They don't even know what we've been through in this country. But you want to raise a black child. So that's another slap in our face. Black couples say, hey, more white families are willing to adopt than black families. Yeah, they make up the population of adoption. Let me pull the numbers up. They are adopting the most. Yes, white people are adopting the most. But guess what? White babies are available for adoption the most. More white babies available for adoption than black babies. Black people don't need to adopt. We only make up 23% of adoptees. We don't need to adopt. There's a very few of us. So if a very few of us decide to adopt, we can handle the very few that's being adopted. The problem is the 77% of white people that's the major race that's adopting, they taking all of the babies. They probably are more financially sound just because they white in America. They probably more educated simply because they more white in America. They have more tools to their disposal to be able to adopt simply because they white in America. Black couples say if they don't adopt them, what's going to happen to them? Then the few people, the few African-American families that do want to adopt, then they will have some children to adopt. You know how many black families are waiting and waiting and waiting for children to adopt? World of Shock said they disappear out the system. That's another can of worms. Yeah. It goes deep. That dude Crawford said, I think they feel like adopting a black child is their way into black culture. You hit the nail on the head with that one. And you know who I blame for that? I blame us niggas for that. Us niggas. You know why? Because every time these motherfuckers listen to a rap song or know a TikTok dance or whatever, you niggas be quick to say they welcome to the cookout. Oh, she down with the cause. And just because these motherfuckers know a rap song or know how to do a fucking TikTok dance. Y'all be ready to bring them in, invite them into the fucking go. They could come to the cookout. Why? When do they invite y'all to the fucking cookout or whatever the fuck they have? There's no reason that dude Crawford said facts. We ought to blame. We ought to blame. We definitely to blame. But at the end of the day, they don't have a reason. They don't have an excuse. It's a fetish. It's a sick, twisted fetish that they want a black baby. You consciously went and got a black baby. That statement in itself just sounds weird. Jay Nash said they kill a TikTok dance. I might invite him to a barbecue. See, that's the fucking problem. Everybody got jokes. That's the problem. That's why you see him walking around with these little black babies, hair all over their head, dressing crazy as hell. We gotta stop playing with this shit, man. We gotta let these people know we standing on business. Y'all ain't standing on business with this shit. Y'all, I was supposed to be live from Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube tonight. I don't know what happened with Facebook. It never came up. But I'm live on YouTube. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the YouTube page at Snoopy Knowing on YouTube. Same as the Instagram page. The link to the YouTube is in the bio on Instagram. Please subscribe to the YouTube, y'all. Let's get these subscriptions up. Nobody calling in tonight. Nobody don't want to get on the mic and say what they got to say tonight. White people, if you listen to this, listen. This is strictly to white people. Listen. Y'all cool. Y'all alright. Some of y'all good people. But us as black people, we don't trust y'all. Number one, we don't trust y'all. Respect it. Nothing you could do about it. It's going to be generations on generations before we actually just 100% trust y'all. Respect that. Just leave it like that. Number two, we do not want y'all adopting our babies. It's too much that goes on with it. It's too much you setting this child up for failure mentally. They might have all the material things. They might have all the assets that they need. But mentally, it's fucking them up. It's fucking them up. Leave them alone. Leave us alone. Love us from afar. Stop asking about our hair. Stop asking about our skin. We just won't be left alone. That's my thing to y'all. We just leave us alone. Please, just leave us alone. Jay Nash said, yeah, don't force it. It take time. It definitely take time. We only 2 generations removed from this shit, man. We only 2-3 generations removed from real in-your-face racism in this country. It's too early in the game for these white folks to think it's okay to be going and adopting these black babies in droves. Y'all adopting them at a 73% rate. Houston kids say, stop asking why we look young and why they look 67 when they 32. I feel like they want to be a part of that. We made our culture so great and it looks so good and we look so good doing it that they won't be a part of it. As they should want to be a part of it, but they should have enough sense to leave it be. You got to know your place. You got to know your place, and they don't know their place. Y'all cutting up in the chat. Listen, man. It's no excuse for what they. It's no excuse for it. It's no excuse. There's no excuse for going to Africa and you got to stay for 6 weeks just to adopt a black baby. That's telling me you something wrong with you right there. You willing to go to a foreign country, to a foreign continent, stay 6 weeks just so you can have a black baby. It's weird. It's weird as fuck. Houston kids say they don't know how to just watch from a distance. They always feel like they have to come take over something. That's a problem. And it shows in different areas. That's why you always get these Karens. Because they can't just mind their business. They can't just watch something from afar and mind your business. That's a part of their culture. Okay, that's your culture. We understand. That's a part of y'all culture. It's a part of white culture, not minding your business. Part of black culture is to mind your business. Your mama tell you that. I tell my babies that right now. They 3 and 6 years old. I tell them, mind their damn business. Mind your business. They ain't got nothing to do with you. Mind your business. Nika just joined the chat. What's up, baby? Coming in on the tail end of things. We talking about interracial adoptions. White parents adopting black babies. You down with that? You like that? You don't like that? You against it? I'm going to get anybody to call in tonight? Or y'all going to just chat away? So this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to get out of here in a little bit, y'all. A lot of people like to make excuses for why white people adopt black babies, but Snoopy knowing is all bullshit. It's not cheaper to adopt a black baby. It's not cheaper to adopt a foreign baby. It's not because it's a bunch of black babies up for adoption and nobody is adopting them. We only make up 23%. White babies are being adopted far less by white people than black babies are being adopted by white people. It's crazy. The number one race of people who adopt are white people. The number one race of children available for adoption are white babies. That would seem like 2 and 2 equals 4. But they skip over the white babies who at 30-something% make up the adoption rate and go down to the black babies who we only have 23%. So it's not because it's cheaper. It's not because black families not adopting. It's not because there's more black babies. So what could it be? If we didn't got rid of all of those excuses or reasons that we thought that you would think, well, oh, maybe it's a lot of black babies and they're not being adopted. No, we only make up 23% of children being adopted. Oh, well, it must not be a lot of white babies available for adoption. No, it's 30-something% more than any other ethnicity available for adoption. So tell me why then? If it ain't cheaper, if it ain't availability, what's the fucking reason? It's because it's a fucking fad. It's a fetish. It look cool. It's the in thing to do right now. And y'all raising our children, confusing them, not teaching them their culture, not teaching them their history. Nika says she against it. We got somebody else just joined the live. What's up? What's up? You catching us on the tail end? I'm getting ready to get out of here. But we talking, this is episode 5 of Snoopy Knowing, y'all. We talking about interracial adoptions, specifically white families adopting black and brown babies. Houston kids say sending grown black people to jail and adopting black babies. They want to bring back slavery and have control over us. You know, I ain't gonna go that far about this. They won't bring back slavery. I ain't gonna go that far. We jumping off the ledge with that one, cause we ain't never going back to slavery. That ain't never happened. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. We ain't never going back to slavery. They could count that shit out, nigga. That ain't never happened. But I do believe them adopting our black babies is contradicting everything about them. And we know better. They're obsessed with us. They've been obsessed with us since slavery. Since you brought us to this motherfucker, you've been obsessed with us. You treated us like less of a person, but they ain't stopped the slave owners from going to the shack and fucking our women and impregnating our women and putting that white gene in us from jump. We wasn't people, but our women was fine enough and good enough for y'all to be sneaking down there and fucking. That don't make nothing about them makes sense. And this ain't from no racist type of standpoint, nothing. This from a human being common sense standpoint. If in slavery, these people were not humans to you, you looked at them as 3/5 of a person or some shit like that. They wasn't people to you. But yet you was still going fucking them and you was impregnating them and having babies with them. And then fast forward, now you want to go adopt our black babies. It's been a fucking sickness and a twisted mind state with them when it come to us. I don't think this shit should be allowed. I don't think they should be letting white folks adopt black babies. I don't. How? Why? What's the reason? Somebody got to make it make sense for me. Somebody got to write something down and show me something on paper that make this shit make sense on why y'all need to adopt a black baby. Knowing the generational trauma that black people, we still go through. We don't trust y'all till this day because of what y'all did to us over the last 400 plus years. We don't trust y'all. But you think it's okay for you to go adopt our babies? To go adopt black babies? You think that's okay. You don't, but that's the problem with white people. They so arrogant. That's just an innate attribute they have. They arrogant. Forget everybody else. Forget what you think. Forget what seemed right, what seemed wrong. If it's what they want to do, if it's what you want to do, that's what they gonna do. And that's why we can't trust y'all to 100%. We could be cool with y'all, work with y'all, go out to eat with y'all. But at the end of the day, you ask any black person, do they trust white people in this country? They gonna tell you no. So we have a problem with you going and adopting a whole family of black babies. What are you teaching them? What are you doing to them? Why you need to fucking have them? I'm gonna end it off with that one. I'm gonna let that sizzle like that. You hear me? Y'all figure it out. When y'all figure it out, y'all hit me up. Y'all let me know why these white people won't go adopt black babies so bad. Cause from what I gather, everybody in the chat, no black person is down with it. We don't like it. We don't appreciate it. We don't trust it. It looks suspect. It look weird as hell. It look like you got some type of fetish towards us. You don't know how to deal with us. You don't know what to teach us. You don't know how to take care of our skin. You don't know how to take care of our hair. You don't know how to take care of our mental in this country. So why would you try to raise a black child? And I'm going to leave it like that, y'all. Episode 5, Snoopy knowing interracial adoption. Appreciate everybody who came in. I see people still coming in. Y'all, we getting out of here. We coming up on an hour. Appreciate everybody who came in. Make sure y'all share the page, man. Make sure y'all let y'all people know. Share the page. Let's build the network. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. Like it. Subscribe to the YouTube. Share the page. Every Monday at 8, we doing this. Live on Instagram, live on YouTube. I don't know what happened to Facebook tonight, but next week we'll be live on Facebook too. Appreciate y'all.